Hey Crunchy Life! This week's topic is about personal time, self-care, mommy time, date night, and what is it like in my family as an attachment parent family. And for me, and I'm only talking about I'm just going to talk about my personal family experience, which me and my husband have been together six about-ish years, a little more, together. And we're not, we never really did the date thing. I mean, everything that we did, we always did together. We never we've kind of lived like an unconventional type of life, so we don't work normal hours at a job, we don't go to school, stuff like that. So everything that we've always done has been kind of together. And there's never been time where we're away from each other and doing our own personal things and then coming together and having our home life and then wanting to spend some time just to be intimate together. We're kind of always together. But since I became an attachment parent, we just do what we like to do with Zeta. It's kind of like what Raven was saying. We do family-friendly things, and we do kind of everything as a family, and we enjoy that. So for date night in particular, we don't necessarily need date night to feel satisfied in our relationship. But personal time and mommy time and self-care is huge. And the way I look at it is I have made a point to take the time to do the things that I need to do since she was a newborn. When she was a newborn, if she fell asleep, I set her down and went and did what I needed to do for myself. And slowly over the months and in the last year, she's gotten used to the fact that there's one-on-one time, and then there's time where we both kind of go and do our own thing. And this is, personal because it involves my temperament and the temperament of my daughter, who Zeta's really mellow and very, independent and likes to do her own thing. Right now, let me see if I can get over there. She's over there jingling some bells on the door. Totally entertained, totally happy. We're close, we're bonding. If she says something to me, I'll listen and respond to her, but she's okay doing her own thing sometimes, and that's wonderful because it allows me to do the time that I need to do the things that I need to do to make myself happy. And also having her father, being a couple, raising the one child makes a huge difference for us. I have bad teeth, and every once in a while I get a bad toothache, and so it's almost like a migraine where the pain comes and it's I can't even hear sound. If I hear her yelling or anything, just intensifies the pain, right? So that's where having Corey in those kind of situations, or when I need to take a shower, things like that, I can hand her to him. She knows him. He's always been there. She's comfortable with him, and I can take the time that I need to do my thing. So that really helps a lot. But I just want to, this video is going to be short because I can pretty much sum it up really quickly, just in the sense that, I guess it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be you as a parent and an attachment parent. And I don't think that being an attachment parent is necessarily just doing the, you don't have to baby wear. Let's say you have a chronic back condition and you can't wear your baby. Does that mean you can't be an attachment parent? No. The attachmentness it comes from the connection between you and your child. It comes from a trust bond and a trust connection between the two of you. You know what I mean? I baby wear, but I also use a stroller. And, my baby doesn't feel like she's alone and all by herself in the stroller. She's okay, because that trust is there still between us. You know what I mean? She feels comfortable around me, and, she knows that I'm there when she needs me, and she knows that I'm compassionate to her. If she falls and gets hurt or something, little things, if she's going, I'm tired, and everything, I don't go, you're tired, but, I'm I have compassion, I'm little thing, you're tired, let's take some, alright, let's go and rest, Like, the compassion is where it comes in. The kid needs to know that you are there for it, and that you understand it, that you know what she's going through, and she's not isolated and alone and just feeling like she's here and nobody gets her, like, I get Zeta and she knows that I get her, and that's where the attachmentness comes in, and even though she's only 10 months old, she's compassionate. If I'm having a toothache, or if someone comes in and they're like bummed out, she's a cheerer-upper is what I call her. She likes to cheer people up. If she can tell that you don't feel good, she's going to come over and smile real big for you, and she's going to come and do silly stuff to cheer you up, It's like, that's Zeta, and she learned that because that's what I practiced with her, But back to self-care, it's super important for you as a mother to take the time for yourself, and for everyone else, it's different. And it doesn't have to necessarily be something huge. It doesn't have to be, you need to go spend 4 hours away, doing this, that, or the other. Or you need to go see a movie to be okay. If that is you, that's okay. But it might just be taking that time to have a glass of tea. It might be taking that time to paint your fingernails, little things. Just, it's really personal, whatever you need to do. And of course, compromise is huge. You have the baby. So be considerate of her and her needs, and she'll give that right back to you, with being considerate that you need to take the time for yourself. Like Zeta, her father has epilepsy, so every once in a while he has a seizure. And normally I put her in the playpen when he's having a seizure. And normally if I put her in the playpen, she like, I don't want to be in here, like, whatever, let me crawl around. But for some reason, she can sense the energy and tell the urgency. And so when he's having a seizure, I can put her in the playpen and she'll know to just play for a couple minutes until it passes, And that's like being considerate of each other's needs. And I really feel like a child, you can teach that to a child through practice, through practicing it yourself, But, like I said, for everyone it's different. For me, what I do for personal time, it's like a shower. I need to be able to take a shower. I need to be able to do some art. That's big for me. I that's how I de-stress. That's how I wind down. And I do art. But luckily for me, I can entertain her. We can both be on the ground playing. I can be painting. I can give her a little, she can do a finger paint. Or if I'm crocheting, I can give her a spool of yarn to tear up. It's like, I don't have to be away from my child to necessarily take personal time and mommy time. Also, nap time. Nap time is big, I do a lot. When she goes to sleep, it's like, I've got an hour. Let me do that stuff. And I can bust out a lot of stuff really fast, while she's sleeping. And it's kind of about like organizing what you can do with her while I'm saying her because it's my daughter, what I can do with her while she's awake to get through the day and get everything done, and what I need to hold off till she's napping. So kind of being present and being organized really helps a lot, So that's kind of what I got. That's what I got about it. Yeah, it's okay to be you. It's okay to need time for yourself. Even as I know, like as an attachment parent, you always, or I, you could probably get the urge to do your best and go above and beyond, wear your baby all the time. Try and be over compassionate even, but just be yourself. It's okay to get frustrated sometimes. It's okay to need a break. It's okay for you to go, look, there's all this stuff that needs done, but I really wanted to go get my nails done. Like, I feel icky if I am like, my nails are gross. Like, if it inhibits your ability to function properly and happily, it's okay to take that time for yourself, and the more you are genuine and present in the moment, your child will pick up on that, and it'll be okay. It'll be okay for you to do the things that you need to do. And I really don't feel like I said, I'll repeat this as my closing statement, I feel like I don't need to be away from my child to be happy and to relax. Try and find things you guys can do together. If there's something that you like to do, Like if you're a dancer and you like to dance, but you feel like, whatever, do it with your kid. You may not be able to do it as the way you could before you got pregnant, but that doesn't mean that you can't do it. And as they get older and get more familiar with you doing those things, the easier it will become and the more time you'll get for yourself to be able to do it. Because sure enough, especially if it's art, if you're teaching your kid how to be artistic and how to be creative and how to be expressive, at first they'll be watching you and wanting to learn from you. But once they learn, I'm learning from mom how to be expressive, they'll start doing their own thing. They'll start writing songs. They'll start painting pictures with you while you paint your picture. And you know what I'm saying? But if you are the type of person that needs that little bit of time just to yourself, just introduce the time slowly. You need to make time for it as you person needs to do. I mean, what is it? The old saying, if mama's not happy, nobody's happy. And that's true. You have to, it's like also like the other saying, you can't love someone else if you don't love yourself. It's totally the same thing. You have to be okay to be able to make other people okay. If you're bitter and resentful, you're not going to be able to give love to other people and to your child and show them patience and love if you're at your wit's end. You know what I mean? So, don't feel guilty doing the things that you need to do. And, they'll adjust. They will adjust. And that's totally normal and totally okay. It's okay to be yourself. Do what you gotta do. No matter what it is. Every family's different. Every mother's different. But you deserve it. So take that time for yourself. Alright. Bye. See you next week.